I had to fix my lawnmower, the deck that is. You can see right here where some of the welding was done. On all three holes they were breaking away, and one had broken away completely. So I said, well, I've got everything off the deck. I might as well clean up that deck now and give it a paint job underneath as well. I've painted it, so this is all nice and smooth for now. And welcome back to my channel. What I'm about to do now is to take this lawnmower and mulch these leaves. One thing I noticed when I was taking the lawnmower apart, I have this set on the highest setting, and that's done for a reason. But I had forgotten it because everything was going nicely. I set my lawnmower on the highest part. One, because you have a healthier sod, and the other is you don't cut down the broadleaf weeds to nothing, and then the voles and hairs and that is, well, you basically create a food desert, and then they run to your garden. So I'm going to set this camera up now there in the strawberry patch and let you watch me mulch these leaves. Poor man's chipper shredder. Not sure how well it did. There's awful big pieces here. But I'm going to finish pulling up along where I showed you in a few videos back of where I'm going to plant my potatoes next year. The lawnmower did a good job at cleaning this all up. It's got a little bit of suction, and so it works. I guess probably not as good as one of those lawn vacuums, but fairly well. I thought I recorded this when I just put the leaves down here, but I must have gotten distracted And so I head out to here with the mulch before, and then I filled all the leaves in here. See, it's quite springy. The lawnmower now, after I got it all adjusted, is working perfect. And I went around and mowed some of the areas where the grass was taller so I could get some grass clippings and put on top, which will be a little heavier and weigh down those leaves that I put there. I have some of my garden is still doing nicely. Here's the lettuce. The cole crops back here are coming back after the hens got here and just limbed everything, but they're growing nicely. That's one of those Chinese cabbage there. Some Swiss chard right there, and that growing among the chickweed. The lettuce there is doing nicely. And also right here, I'm getting some heads of broccoli. 1, 2, 3. There's one here somewhere that I harvested. I wanted some broccoli, no broccoli, the other night. These are Brussels sprouts, and if you look right at the base of where the leaves starts, you can see the little ball starting. I don't know if they'll get to grow into a harvestable Brussels sprout or not. I have some herbs that's still growing nicely. The chives, they're fading. Here's the Greek oregano, Zatak oregano, and the winter savory. And this parsley, it's still growing nicely. Well, it's holding on. It's probably not growing now. The last few days we just had like 3 or 4 growing degree units for a cool season crop. The bronze fennel, that's still quite alive. This one has turned into seed. The flowers had gotten pollinated. Catnip. This lavender is doing well. Garden time. Here's another lavender. It's doing really nicely. The tarragon. And this one, well, this one has been doing nicely. You see those flat parts? I harvested some the other day because I wanted some fresh like green lemon thyme. I'm thinking about taking some flowers here and making myself some chamomile tea. The flowers are starting to fade on the valerian, so I could actually take that one if I wanted to and collect seed from it. But you can separate the roots, so I'm not going to bother. Somebody is making a nest in the bottom of the compost bin. You see he's got compost pushed out that side, and he's got compost pushed out this side. Not that I care, just thought it was interesting that there was a rodent that's making a nest there. Cole crops here are still alive. Those pineberry plants that I transplanted, they're still alive. See, this one has very good leaves. Now this is a broccoli, but the leaves are edible, so if I wanted to come out and get some co-crop leaves to eat, just fine enough. These had gotten eat by bugs, but now that the cold weather's come, the bugs aren't active, and it had started to grow again. This is a Brussels sprout, and you can see there's sprouts there starting. Oh, here's the one that I harvested head from, and now there's shoots coming out either side. I picked a few more beets since I showed you the seed last. A few more beet seed, and now I have more. These two plants here, for some reason, they were ahead of the three back there. I don't know the reason, but they're coming on, getting ripe all along the way. So I have quite a few more here to pick now. The Swiss chard over here is still doing wonderfully. And this is the mustard seed. And they're all drying up now. I have to come out and at least cut off those, because you see, I have one that popped right there. And there's quite a bit of dry mustard seed there now that I can harvest. Almost November, and this thing hasn't died yet. You see? It's still alive. Looking the worse for wear, but... And the tomatoes that's on it are slowly ripening. So I've got a few tomatoes, and we might have a heavy frost tonight. If we don't... Oh, this one got touched by the frost. It's starting to rot up on top here. So frost touched this one. But if we don't get frost tonight, I'll be getting more ripe ones off of this. I've still been picking strawberries. The slugs are among here too and competing with me. There's no ripe strawberries there now, but there are some really big ones. Among here somewhere that were getting ripe. Here's one down here. See? But now, even before they're ripe, the slugs are starting to eat into them, or maybe it's another bug, I don't know. This, as you know, is my grapevine, and I mentioned earlier about them not getting ripe. Now we have some leaves gone off the top, and they're starting to ripen up. So I'm fairly certain that this is a wine grape, not an eating grape. And when I do come around to getting a chance, I will make a trellis so that I can have bunches of grapes out where the sun can get at them, and they'll get ripe much earlier. Now, not that this is a problem, because when you're doing wine grapes, if you can wait until a couple frost, my understanding is it's better. But you can see now that they're all getting ripe as the sun are able to get at them. That one in the shade, see, it's still totally green. Now we're back by the coal frames, and I haven't been here in a while, but now I've noticed here some of these pods from the cabbage seed, they're starting to dry now. So, and of course, as you know, cabbage is a very hardy plant, so we'll get there. Here's the other bigger one. Oh, my shadow's in the way. And there you are, this one's starting to dry up. So, maybe I will get some seed off it. We'll see, I guess, in the next couple weeks. No. Nice looking plant, but no fruit. Now, whether it's the compost that I put down around its roots or what, I don't know, but this snowball bush has come back. And he seems to be fairly healthy now. I'm loving my rows of sunflowers, the ones that I showed you earlier when they're out in bloom. Of course, they're fading now. And now I have this bunch of yellow ones here. Really nice. Tallest one is almost ready to be harvested. There's actually still some marigolds open. Here's the zinnia. So he's dried up. I'm going to take him now. There was a couple of flowers, so I'll take those two to get some seed. Still have peas producing. This is the snow peas. 3 pods right there. I just picked one. I seen a flower. There's a flower down right there. Another one there. And over here are the sugar snap peas. See a few flowers on that one. As we go along, there's a pod and a flower. Some more pods in there. So we've been having pretty mild weather. All the days have been average or above. We've had those few light frost, but nothing heavy. We've had 2 days so far that had not enough growing heat for a cool season crop. Tonight there is a forecast of -2 Celsius with +2 along parts of the coast. So we'll see tomorrow morning whether or not I get the -2. Well, it's the next morning now. It was actually October the 29th yesterday. It's October the 30th now, and we've had our first killing frost. The temperature went down to -3 last night, and I was editing the video and there's some things I want to add to the video, so I came out this morning to do a finish here to show you the frost. And I guess next week we've got a couple of some sunny days coming, and I'll be harvesting the rest of the seed. I'll show you that. That's our update for the end of October. If you liked it, hit that like button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.